Hello and welcome back to Terra Invicta. In the last episode, we basically spent it trying to sort out our council again. It's more or less what we spent the last two episodes doing, but I'm very happy with it again. Yan Chang is really good. And we're in a really strong spot. Now, in the last episode also, the aliens did their last landing, and I'm going to hope that that will be the last landing they will ever do all campaign. Now, we can't fully guarantee that. The reason why I'm thinking that is because we have a new fleet on the way, we have an alright income, so we should be able to build more and more ships in the future, even if all these ships get blown up. So it should mean Earth, we should be able to be fighting the aliens in space, and the aliens should be focusing on fleets rather than invasion ships. They have a few still in Enki, but they haven't built any in quite a while, in a number of episodes. They're still on the same number they were on before. And yeah, 2 here and then 1 here. And I don't think that even that poses a threat to our fleets, and we should be able to shoot them out the sky before they land anyway. So I'm not going to fully abandon military on Earth, but it does mean that we can try and do other things with our nations rather than full military focus. We'll worry about doing that in a moment. Now, America is currently on 6 armies. It's about to build its 7th. I think I'm going to not bother building the 7th. I'll build the Navy for this army here. I don't think I'm going to build the 7th army. I think it's fine being on 6, at least for now. Maybe one day we'll reduce the number of Chinese armies, but I'm happy with the number of armies we have. And yeah, so that's good. The other focus we need to start focusing on then is if we're basically at the point now where we're past threat, right? We're going to be we're at total war. We're going to be at total war for the rest of the campaign. It's all fine. This means that there's no reason at this point, if the aliens aren't going to be landing more armies, the only reason to keep the administration alive is because it makes it easy to wipe out alien armies. As you've seen, they all land in the alien administration. We don't need to go hunting around the world for them and finding an excuse to be at war. That's no longer a reason anymore. So we should make sure we get rid of this. And in addition, we should try and make sure that we're hunting down these structures. Now, these structures let the aliens do things like recruit agents directly on Earth. They give the aliens the ability to fly around the world, as does the alien administration, but together it's why they're allowed to fly. It also gives the aliens the ability to create the administration in countries where these structures are. If you kill the structures, it's actually really good because you get exotics. So we should be hunting down all of these structures to limit the aliens' ability. In addition, these structures, when you destroy them, it gets rid of abductions in the region. So the aliens have to re-abduct in that same region to build the structure again. So it's a really good way of keeping the aliens busy, and it's something we should really be hunting with Dahramal. This should basically be Dahramal's life for quite a while. The issue with it, though, one of the reasons why I haven't been fully focusing on it, especially when we've had councillors that have all been all over the place, is that it takes 2 councillors to do. Because if Dahramal critically fails, which if she has to do loads of these, at some point she will critically fail, she gets arrested unless she has a protect councillor. So it always takes at least 2 councillors to do it. So it's quite like a councillor investment, which is always one of the issues with doing it. But we'll try and make sure we're keeping up with that investment. We'll wipe out the alien administration. We'll switch our countries away from military. And maybe we could start looking towards a 3rd country now. Instead of a 3rd country, our first option would also to be focusing on economy more. We're more or less at the cap. And this is just with a few little African countries and stuff, which don't contribute very much. And of course our spoils nations. But with us getting a lot of money from selling right now and our space economy going off, those countries are not fully needed. I mean, we'll keep them for a while. I was kind of hoping we were at this point earlier, so I wouldn't have to be messing around with spoils countries like I've had to do for quite a number of episodes. But we are hopefully now in a post-spoils situation. I mean, but for right now, we're getting 54 per day from the spoils thing, just from Oman and United Arab Emirates. I've been eyeing up some other countries. Now, I really don't want to touch something like Russia, because the resistance are doing a great job with it. I don't want to fully touch United Malay Nation because Exodus are doing really well, and I like to keep them with their countries so they continue doing well. Initiative have had the EU pretty much all game, and they seem to have not had like much success. Their fleets have never won a battle against the aliens. They're barely even a distraction in space. And the EU is struggling. It's lost a lot of government score. It's just full of armies. They're not really doing a great job of it. However, it does have a lot of mission control. All these countries are capped on mission control, which makes it really, really good way of getting mission control. And this is generally always the case with the EU. It's why it's one of the best countries in the game. For like the second kind of country you go for, usually, is because just the mission control there. So it's a really, really good choice, and a nice big advantage of taking the administration, which I probably should have mentioned earlier, but I forgot, is that actually when you're at war, you have a lot of negative things, and one of those things is government score going down. So as you can see, all time we've lost 0.2 government score in China, 0.26 in America, but even like Europe, one of the reasons it's on 7.4 is it's lost 0.69 while being at war because it's in offensive wars. And we want to keep that government score up, so if we wipe out the aliens, that should hopefully end wars for countries like Russia. And one of the things the aliens do, right, if these countries are in their pointless little wars, is that they focus everything on kind of military, build army, build navy, and we'd rather the AI were to focus on kind of economy, welfare, mission control, so that when we take over these countries in the future, they're better. So by wiping out the alien administration and ending all the wars that it's in, we make the world a somewhat better place. There's another really good reason to wipe them out. Now in space, we're building up another fleet. The Ceres attack fleet is still a ways off. It probably won't be getting there for like a few episodes still. And yeah, we will just continue focusing on getting better techs, better internal confinement fusion. I don't see, this is one of the parts of the game where I'm not 100% sure, like, is this good? Is this going to lead me to incredible engines? I don't know. Dead Pinch I'm somewhat familiar with, and I know that can be good. So I will research that. And other than that, any high-tech drives or energy, I'm just going to research all of it and see how it works. Anything late game like that is all good for me. So yeah, our armies will be trying to wipe out the administration. And where we can, we should be trying to wipe out these structures with our armies. So let's assault alien asset with the most healthy one here. And then everyone else, let's start moving south. America 7 should have a... It wants to end wars. Nope, we're not going to end wars. We'll end the wars by wiping out the alien administration.
By the numbers.
Here, see, look, we've reduced alien abductions. There we go. Navy complete for America 7. Let's bring it over, see if it can start taking over a few provinces. And we could start splitting up the army a little bit. There's no real reason to, though. Yeah, we'll end these wars, we'll end this kind of bad government score and stuff. We've been quite lucky not to get too many bad events. Okay, in all countries that we take over, for now, we'll just put them on spoils. So, Klepto. Move you all down. Who one of you is the highest? There's an Asian army here on 85. So, assault the alien structure. Okay, there we go. Alien facility destroyed by Pan Asia 6. The higher your health of the army, the easier it is to destroy structures. But you kind of have to do it with each army one at a time, which can be quite irritating. And we'd rather have Duframal focus on structures we can't really get to with our armies. For example, like this one here. So let's wipe out this one. Because it's not in the alien, because it's not in a servant country, it doesn't have good alien defenses, so it's quite easy to take out with Duframal.
Where do you need
And for now, Yan Chang's main goal, to be honest, will just be to follow Dahramal around and keep her safe.
Your orders?
Arisia has been discovered. We're not going to take any chances from now on.
Ready for my mission.
Now, one of the things we'd want to do...
Reporting in.
Yeah, okay, it's annoying we haven't found any. What we want to be doing is investigating servant councillors.
Your orders.
So... this one with 3, maybe it's a servant because it's bad. Let's give it an investigate.
Standing by. Lending my expertise.
At your service.
Keep up with the advice. Oh yeah, now China. What were we going to do with China and America? So, part of me would love to do economy. I think part of me would like to do environment, but I'd rather wait for a few techs to make environment more efficient before I start doing that at this stage. I'd love to put a point in government for China, maybe just boosting up their economies, trying to go a bit taller for a little bit. That could be a good idea. We could try and funnel it all into mission control, try and get these countries to their cap. That could also be a good idea. I think I'm going to do this for a little bit, and then I might switch to mission control. Let's just build up our economy, you know, get up our GDP quite a lot, because you can really, really boost your GDP this way, and it can go really, really fast. And you buff the government score because this not only affects knowledge, but it affects how efficient economy is. So you can see high levels of democracy and education help. And yeah, cohesion is way, way too high in these countries. Which, yeah, see, our rest values are kind of low. And China's rest value isn't that low. Well, it's fine. We'll keep it as is. Let's confirm and continue. Okay, alien facility dealt with.
Offering counsel.
Lending my expertise.
Going into hiding. Defending the VIP.
Okay. The land of the Congo is all connected again. Who's the strongest? There's a 78 here. Not very high though. Yeah, it's only 43%. I'd rather not do it with you. Let's go up here. Liberate Chad once again.
We've got some intel in our target.
Now, one of the countries we could have tried to go for would be the African Union. If we were going to do that, I'd research it, then take Addis Ababa, and then as I conquer all the alien administration, it would go into Ethiopia. I don't want to do that because it's not great mission control, this area. Like, it's really... these regions just don't have great mission control, and that's really what I want to focus on right now. The advantage of that would be that I'm kind of creating something out of nothing, which is kind of fun, but yeah, I'd rather focus on stuff like the European Union for now, which is just a much more better use of my limited points for the mission control. And yeah, taking over the European Union would be nice, especially as they're kind of wasting all their time doing this military, which I could of course make them not do. Okay. Fleets are being prepared. Let's which orbit do we want to go for? L5. It's here. L3 or L4? Let's do L3. Let's do L4. I think L4 is the most, like, because the moon is moving towards it, from L4 you can kind of, it's easier to move around. Oh, but then of course it's moving that way, so it requires more thrust to go that way, whereas this one is moving towards the moon. So you could argue this one has... I don't think it matters. It's one of those questions that's too complicated. Let's just do alpha 90. Alpha 93 goes to the moon. Alpha... Oh my god, stop. It goes to alpha 90. I do not need to be using so much boost, doesn't really matter though. Okay, armies are in places. America 7. While you're helping to grab that, instead try and come over here and start taking out these facilities. Oh, a single servant ship has decided to attack my low Earth station. Let's make a bit more money then, and then that's fine. Yeah, we'll do like that. We could add exofighters and take it out, but I don't really care. And Alpha 90 is quite a scary little fleet here. I'm not going to end any wars. Bad is ours. Kleptocratic. Oh, this one is not kleptocratic. Kleptocratic, please.
The LZ is secure.
Okay, another facility down. Yeah, and we'll just have these more healthy armies trying to run along behind and take out these facilities. 4 and 5 will probably do the same thing once they've healed up. Here we go, yeah. 1.4k from just 11 ships. And we have more on the way, yeah. It's an alright fleet. I've definitely seen better though. Now some of these Lancers we could try and build in Mars. Or maybe these ones. Once we have a bit more volatiles, and maybe try and help them, send them to Jupiter to help the Ceres fleet. Be a little bit more secure in our attack of Jupiter. That could actually be really, really helpful. Because the Ceres attack fleet is not the best. It doesn't have that many defense ships, really. It's more like trying to be sneaky that the aliens won't really notice or care, because sometimes the aliens don't really care about you doing stuff like that. Okay, let's attack the alien structure. New nation. Let's put it on kleptocratic. Any of these reasonably healthy? You're okay. Give it an assault. And let's go... Let's send the rest of the army this way. Okay, so I was fumbling around with the controls there. 78% assault the structure. Right. Daframal, let's go take out another one. Now we also really want to spy on the servants so we can keep seeing these structures when they pop up.
Taking it to them.
What's the up? Where do you need me?
Take out that one.
Ready for my mission.
Have we found a servant?
Standing by for orders.
No. Okay, let's investigate whoever that is. Maybe they're a servant.
Acknowledged.
Standing by.
Alp. Okay. Someone in Cambodia. I'm going to assume they're not a servant because it's not a servant-controlled country. So someone in a country that's servant-controlled. 5, a 6. We'll just keep investigating randomly. Maybe we'll get lucky at some point.
Where to?
Leah, keep advising China. Sydney, keep advising
At your
America.
service.
Apparently we have not been discovered, but I am...
Acknowledged.
This is one of those
Ready.
times where I'm a little bit paranoid that I have been.
Ready.
Standing by.
Oh, Aphrodite
Ready
metals.
for
I mean, it's
mission.
2 for 5%, which
Where
is
do you
one of the
need me?
pretty bad one. Let's take it anyway. We'll just upgrade it later on. Yep, and let's continue. Okay, so we're going to continue hunting down aliens, structures.
Yes, it's true.
Okay, new
This
engines.
technology-
New research. What do we want to do now for the entire world? So, part of me would love to try and start stuff like predictive genetics, which can go to transform phages, because this can help the environment priority. Designer life forms will make the environment priority even better. Part of me would love to try and do that. We can start working global warming. Administration algorithms will help with our mission control, which as you can see is currently an issue. Unlocking more engines and reactors and stuff. Unlocks Z-Pinch 2, kind of all the reactors too. I like the idea of that as well. Better power means better engines, 9 times out of 10. So let's do that for the ships. Let's just try and get ships with really, really solid engines so we can properly start building a fleet.
I will help them.
Offering assistance.
Quite
Defending
important,
the VIP.
I think. Okay, the armies are in Addis Ababa, which is, yeah, the new capital. Send
I have new
aid.
information.
Okay, alien structure down. Let's move up and destroy this one.
I have new information.
We're getting very lucky. We haven't failed a single one of these structure assaults yet. And these armies are more or less prepared, so we can start bringing them over in a moment. Okay, assault that structure. Bring over this army. European Union has joined the alien administration. Okay, it's attacking the alien administration. I thought it was at war with us for a moment. Internal fusion reactor 1 can unlock the Triton Nova drive. Let's set it as a favorite. Not super familiar with that drive, but as you don't unlock every drive every campaign, a lot of them you kind of don't see. It's kind of hard to keep track of which ones are the good ones, because ones you've really liked in a different campaign just not be used in the next one. Let's do it like this for a little bit. Let's just finish this tech and then try and get that that power plant and that drive. Okay, and let's bring these American armies over. You have failed. Just try again. You're still at 80% strength. Okay, negative bonuses for aliens to make our even harder to grab. Let's start working on this one. Alien megafauna down. How are our armies looking in terms of health? This is some damaged ones, but overall we're alright. Alien fleet launches for low lunar. I mean, we do have this fleet here if we need to take something out. How big is this fleet? Oh, pretty easy to take out. 1.3k just from having this like giant dreadnought and this giant lancer. Yeah, this violet laser cannon. Quite a dangerous ship. Let's see if we can take it out real quick. Oh, no, not Sydney. Alpha 90. Yep, this one. We'll half it to just take like an extra day just to get there. Okay. We'll try and go for Victor 511. Every kill we get on an alien is a ship they have to rebuild.
Standing by. Offering counsel.
Where do you need me?
Keep ourselves advising. At some point we want to attack Vietnam. Yes, the economy priority is going really fast. For Asia and for America. Yeah, we are at 10 hegemonic on both, which isn't great because we keep conquering countries.
Ready.
At your service.
Okay, so what do we want to do with our councillors? Daframal, let's keep fighting alien structures. If you don't know where any are, you can come in here and see all the ones you've discovered. They're all in Africa at this stage. Oh, there's one here actually, Tanzania. Let's go, but let's do that one then.
Heading to the LZ.
And Chang, protect Daframal. Now, have we actually found any aliens? No, we found a protectorate though. No, that's not a servant. And start investigating this guy. Marcia, let's go contact the initiative because I know they're mad at me, and maybe try and slow descent into hatred.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Oh, I should have hit Daframal. Okay, we've had to leave Ethiopia, but we have conquered that province. Move these armies up. 12 abductions removed in Chad. That's really, really good.
I will help them.
Move this army this way. Okay, the fleet has run away from us that we were trying to go and wipe out. Where is it going? Yeah, it's just running. Okay. There's no way we can catch it. Oh, we could catch it. We could catch it. What we do to catch it is we'd have to chase it like all the way over there, all the way past the sun. Let's not do that. Don't bombard the servants.
Making contact. Keep your wishy-washy noses out of our business. Understood?
How much money the Protectorate has? Okay. Can you give me all of your volatiles? Because I still lack volatiles. And I'll give you freedom fighters. I'll give you Bonus to boost, another bonus to boost. I'll give you missiles. This engine. +2 to purge. He's not happy with me. Okay, if I give him all of that, he'd accept. So there is a deal he would be willing to accept. Goddard? He'd want Goddard. I'm not a huge fan of Goddard. I do kind of want it. Maybe if I ask for less. Volatiles? How many volatiles are you actually willing to give me? Like 500? This is a terrible deal for me, but I want the generous, so yeah, we'll do it.
I'll keep them safe.
So now they should like me. Okay, another alien region gone. I didn't even have to do that one myself.
Person of interest.
So the alien administrator is down to just 2 regions. And we have armies going to both of them. So we'll form an alliance with Eritrea. Oh look, Eritrea ate that Michaelo rather than Ethiopia. Very nice. Okay, exotic heat sinks. We'll do the Triton reflex drive in case it's a good idea in the future. Aliens still desperately want peace because they know things are not going well for them. Monster lurches towards Juba. Nope, decline everything, and we are about to have won the war on Earth,
Score 1
technically.
for the guys.
No, I'd argue we won it when those 3 armies landed and we wiped them all out. We now truly have won it. Let's not do sanctions against the Micronesian states. Can we give you that? No. No, we still have 1 too many. Yeah. Maybe we should have given that to the... I don't really like to give the AI things though that actually help them. The techs I give them, the reason why I'm happy to give them so many techs is they're all kind of stuff which is like bonus to boost. It's like missiles that aren't very good at this stage of the game, stuff like that. I don't really want to give them techs that make them like more of a threat to me. Or like good organizations. Although of course science organizations, I suppose it doesn't matter because that just goes straight into global tech. But space science is more or less done in terms of global tech. I believe, anyway. Yeah, there's mission to the outer planets. There's antimatter propulsion, but I don't care about antimatter propulsion.
Ready for my mission. Lending my
Have we still not found a servant?
Where do you need me?
Are we getting unlucky here?
Ready for orders.
At your service.
Ready. Surveilling target.
Scout Leah.
Where to?
Let's also scout with you.
We'll see what they're up to. Ready for my mission.
Send all these armies home because they're all quite damaged. Dahramal, how many alien structures are left? That we are aware of course. Yeah, so stuff in like Eritrea, let's... Also in Somaliland and stuff, let's grab this one.
We're going in.
Ready for orders.
Yanchang to protect
Defending the
Dahramal.
VIP.
Acknowledged.
Daframal has been discovered
I'm
though.
here.
Ready to go.
Ready for my mission.
I'm here.
I'm just gonna hide Daframal, to be honest.
Standing by. Going
And we'll do a
silent.
public campaign with Yanchang. Or I might hide Yanchang as well, just in case he's been discovered, but I don't know about it.
Going silent.
Sometimes it's better just to be safe a little bit like that. There's no major rush, they'll be back at it next turn.
Mission in progress.
Okay, this one here was probably a servant, almost certainly. The one who hid in Mercia.
Hunkering down.
Prepping for mission.
Plasma weapons.
Nothing we humans will.
Okay, really, really nice. New global tech. Let's do the predictive genetics then, now that we've kind of done our main weapon. Although I've received comments that plasma weapons are not as good maybe as they used to be. I would love to try and do phasers as well. Going towards phasers could be good. And of course, going towards phasers means we can get diamondoids with the adamantine armor. So let's actually do that. Let's try and get diamondoids, adamantine armor. Because yeah, better armor would be quite nice. So for that we need molecular assemblers. Plasma batteries, set as favorite. Plasma cannons, set as favorite. Let's change exotic armor to
I have new information.
the plasma cannon, which does actually have a free hardpoint variant. But it's the super heavy one that I much more care about. This does a lot more damage. Although actually looking at the two stats, they're very, very similar. Yeah, let's do plasma cannons.
Person of interest surveil.
Initiative. Annoying.
Wrapping up here.
Laying the groundwork.
Let's try and mix up the strategy. Let's try and do a surveil location. It is about to be the end of the alien administration. United States of North America captures alien capital. Do they not have a nation anymore? There's not a pop-up for it, but yep, all of our wars are over. If we go to global, yep, the only wars remaining are the pointless little wars that the AIs do. Yeah, we are now at peace. Kind of. Salt that structure. Send America 4 up to that structure. And send America 7 home. Amazing. Hey, assault that structure, please. Yeah, all the megafauna without the alien administration to hide in do slowly die, even in servant countries. They slowly get killed. It's only the alien administration where they're actually safe. So the megafauna don't really build up while the alien administration isn't around. Okay, structure down. Move the army north. And once these armies are all home, we can start invading Vietnam. And maybe we could start purging Laos, Cambodia, and Thailand, and then start invading them as well. Because yeah, they're all protectorates, they're all allied to India. We can't just straight up invade them, because India is a nuclear country. Okay, more fleets. So alien assets, it looks like you did actually fail. Hey, and new engine, the Triton Nova Drive. Oh, it's very similar to the burner drive. 15.1, 8.1. That's not bad. I mean, if we look at like the Triton Reflex, 12.9, 8.3, 15.1, 8.1. Not amazing. But we'll give it a go. I think it's a very, very similar to our current drive, unfortunately. Not really quite a step up yet. Okay, let's combine our ships again. Sydney, need to hide. You've been discovered by someone.
Hunkering down.
Your orders.
We couldn't find them, which is slightly annoying. Let's just do, as we're struggling with just random people, let's try and do some surveils. Might get lucky.
Eyes up.
Acknowledged.
Reporting in.
Your orders?
Nope, we have not found a servant. Usually they just kind of appear normally. We're getting quite unlucky that we're really struggling to find anyone.
We'll make our appeal.
Advising.
Go.
I'm here.
Dahramal, let's get back to assaulting alien assets.
Gear up.
Ready
And
for
Leah
orders.
can be your protector. Oh, actually, I'd rather Leah continue to help investigate. No, Leah should be advising China still.
Offering support.
And then Yan Chang can do the protect on Dahramal.
On guard.
And confirm. Okay. We are over mission control right now, which is a little bit annoying. So we can get bad events and stuff for
Going into
that.
hiding.
Offering assistance.
But it's not the end of the world.
Initiating recon.
Initiating surveillance.
And I think with the fact that we're so over right now, we should maybe do mission control in our countries. Or what we could do is try and upgrade all of our bases with our new building, which is the administration tower. The administration tower gives a 5% bonus to all outputs of the hab, which does include all the mining outputs. And it does give you a mission control. So going through and building one of these everywhere will give us a lot more mission control to work with. I think it's a good idea. Obviously we won't build them on the shipyards and stuff, but on all the surface habs. And what we'll do is we'll slowly replace these kind of science ones, these basic science ones, which will hurt our science, but then of course we'll get a bonus 5% anyway. I mean, we're very much over cap for kind of energy bonuses or all these bonuses. I think I'm going to do that. That should help a lot. So let's go here, let's go administration, and let's just start. So, like, I don't know, materials or military, sure. Administration tower. Yeah, Lodi, and I'm just going to do all of them. We'll do a skunk works here because we already have loads of skunk works. And yeah, you can see the general pattern, and I'll cut out me doing this, so I'll see you when I'm done. I was just going through, and I think I'll skip the one on the moon because of the free social science centers here. I can't really build them anywhere else, so I'll skip the moon and I'll continue. I've done a good half, and yeah, just Mercury to go. Okay, so every single base now has an administration tower, all of Mars, all of Mercury. Now, one of the things we do need to look at, I tried to keep it like balanced. I tried to keep like a space science here, a military one there of what I was replacing. So what we can do is we can go and actually have a look at the damage. I have destroyed a number of skunk works, but we're still at plus 80%, so I don't think I've destroyed too many skunk works. If I go here and then I go to this, I can see 60% from HAB modules, 57% from HAB modules. We go in here. You can then kind of swap these out. So materials, we're at 61%. Social, we're still at the same 30%. Xenoscience, how are we doing? 64%. Information, 57%. So everyone's still like capped out basically. Energy, we're at 62%. So we could use a little bit more here and there. I can't actually see any life science, we can't even test that, but that's just the nature of life science, you know. So yeah, we're still all right on these HAB modules. Our overall science has dropped a reasonable amount. And you can see there it has like the total bonuses, but the reason why I don't really care about the total bonuses, even though you can mouse over there and see the total ones, is because the bonuses from HAB modules kind of cap themselves out, but it doesn't cap out your total bonus. So any bonuses you get from anything else, organizations and councillors, always apply, but the bonuses from HAB modules are separate, which is why that's the one you want to look at when you're trying to build your HABs. Anyway, so that explanation's done. So yeah, we haven't really lost much, and that should hopefully help our mission control a lot. It should also give us a 5% bonus output to resource production. Not that that's a huge deal, but it matters. And yeah, let's continue.
I'll keep them safe.
And the other thing we could start to do, I have been doing economy. I want to focus on it for a little bit more. I want to get these numbers a little bit higher. But we could start building mission control in China and America again, trying to get them up to their caps. We still don't really have the control cap to go for the European Union. Part of me would love to build some low Earth stations to try and get that control cap. But as of right now, I'd be a little bit anxious too. Let's resupply the fleet. I mean, we have good defense. The issue is that we don't have the mission control to build it in space, which is ironic that we kind of need a mission control to get mission control. Because if we have the mission control, we could build the lower stations, which would then increase our control cap, which would then let us grab European Union for mission control. This one has just failed over and over again, so I'm just going to send that army home. Let's see if this army can fare better, or I'll just have Dahramal take away of that. Yes, the AI is going to keep declaring random wars. So my plan of making the AI at peace so they manage their countries better has not worked. Nope, there's just constant war. Okay. I mean, the AI does what the AI does.
Target secured.
Okay, we won. Let's see if we can give some of our orgs out to people. Namely, we have the Goddard Space Center sitting here, costing us -50 a turn, while not actually contributing anything. Who has a lot of XP? Dahramal has a lot, actually. It's also Dahramal. The problem with Dahramal is that her orgs are all very... They all have bonuses beyond their basic. Like, we can't drop the CIA because it's like 90% of her missions and stuff. This one gives a lot of stuff. Overall, it's not great. I think we could afford to get rid of this one because she doesn't need the investigate. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Let's give her Goddard. Let's increase her command by 2. We'll get rid of Anxious because she's got so much stuff anyway. And honestly, let's just dump the rest into Espionage so she doesn't get discovered, so she can be continuing to do what she's doing. At least dump some of them in. Yeah, that's a good use of that. Also reduces our money a little bit because that org cost a lot of money. So we're losing these points to the servants. But that's fine as long as we can destroy these alien bases. They can't immediately give them all back to the alien administration. Yeah, and the economy is actually boosting up quite fast. We're already up to 21,561. Almost at a GDP of 40 billion. Or 400. Or 40,000 billion. Which is pretty good.
Offering counsel.
What's the op?
Okay,
Acknowledged.
Where do you need me?
we are assaulting that structure. Are there any more structures on Earth that we are aware of? Obviously there are almost certainly more. But we need to get a servant counselor for that.
Where do you need me?
Nope, none have been discovered.
We'll see what they are up to.
Where do you need me?
Acknowledged.
I mean, some of these have got to be
Yeah.
servants at some point.
Ready.
I'm here.
Where to?
Maybe one will try and take Chad. Let's do a surveil location on Chad.
Surveilling target area.
I'm here.
Might get lucky with
By
that.
orders.
Standing
Daframal,
by.
we just took away her surveil org, so she literally can't even help with the surveilling. But that's alright, because Daframal has better things to do. Same with Yan Chang. Let's try and boost some loyalty of people. Let's start with
I'll
Mauricia.
ensure their loyalty.
Just in case we get discovered and
service.
people try and do
I'm here.
missions against us.
What's the op?
And yeah, no one's advising China, so that can be
Offering
Daframal's
assistance.
job for this turn. Okay, really, really nice.
I will help them.
Yeah, keep advising,
Identify
advising.
On Overwatch.
Keeping up advice is still really, really important.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Prepping for
They are
mission.
hiding. Well, maybe we'll get
Mission
lucky
abort.
here. AI are being very, very cautious with their counselors.
We've got some intel on our target.
I mean, the Protectorate aren't, but... yeah, it's making them very tricky to track down and get a spy. And the main reason we want a spy is so that we can see them build bases. It's not really about the servants, it's about the alien structures. Yeah, you just try and destroy that structure. High lunar orbit, alien ships. With AI declaring more and more pointless wars, because there's no more actual valid war anymore, so they're just doing random ones. Fair enough. How are we doing on control cap then? And we still have quite a few random little points around the world that we could abandon. For Europe. I think let's start from next turn onwards with Yan Chang to do public campaign missions in the European Union.
Back on the farm. If some
15% more fissiles. Oh, someone else beat me to the middle tech. I wasn't really looking, to be honest. That's fine. Base commerce, though, I'm very happy with. Can give us more technologies to increase the amount of money we get from selling stuff on Earth. Alien fleet launches for the Ceres attack fleet. I do not know if that's enough. I mean, the Ceres attack fleet is quite... I believe it's still like the green lasers, isn't it? Yeah, it's still the Joan of Arcs with the green lasers. Oh, that might be enough, you know. Yeah, that's probably going to be enough. Take us out. I'm also going to get there quite late. Salvage bay? I've never actually built one of those before. But we definitely should get some salvage ships if we can. Depending on what that does. Let's actually have a look what it does. Salvage bay. A squadron of drones that gather material from destroyed ships following a battle. Increase our salvage by up to 10%. Can't be above 50%. So yeah, some support ships having some salvage bays should definitely be a thing. And in fact, with the Ceres attack fleet more or less being targeted here, we're getting very close to the point where we're going to start building offensive armies to go and start taking things like Jupiter.
Offering support.
Right.
Acknowledged.
I just really, really want a spy in the servants.
Ready to go.
Where to?
It's very unlikely to be a servant. It's not a servant-owned country. That could be a
Eyes on
servant.
target.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Let's go back to surveilling. Even if we just kill some aliens, that would be also a good thing.
Standing by for orders.
And yeah, we've run out of structures, haven't we? There probably are structures on Earth. If we do like a surveil here, we'll probably discover one. And now let's just fight
Heading to
Xenofauna.
the LZ.
Ready.
Okay, Yan Chang, let's get to publicly campaigning in the European Union with you.
Your orders.
These are just protectorate people. Let's see how we're doing with the protectorate. They should hopefully like us somewhat, considering how many gifts we've given them.
Lending my expertise.
But yeah,
We'll open a channel.
You mean well.
he's only
but your
infuriated.
path is a breathtakingly
He said we meaned well, that's
You
good.
must be stopped.
Oh, he also says you must be stopped. I don't really like to give them stuff that gives them control point capacity, stuff like that. Yeah, we're slowly running out of stuff I'm actually willing to give him. I don't mind that one though. 5% military build army and stuff. It's all countries I'm going to take over anyway. And it's not like the India, like he only has India, which isn't a very good country anyway, so it's fine, I guess. Can I get him? It's fair. I want generous. He also doesn't have much of water. No, it's tricky. I think maybe we should just say the Protectorate are a lost cause, because their rate of hatred of me is really high at this point. I'm really, really triggering their threat.
We've got some intel in our target.
Which is a shame. On the initiative, won a space battle. It's a good job, the initiative. Okay, molecular benefaction, set as favourite. Super good, and this will also give us better radiators. Apparently, so that's good. Radiators were hiding in that tech. I believe it's from molecular assemblers, isn't it?
Our case remains unheard.
I don't really know. Yeah, a lot of the stuff like radiators is always hiding behind little stuff. Make it very tricky. Army repair rate, stuff like that. That's all good stuff as well. A lot of good techs are being unlocked right now. Yeah, we'll try and see if this drive is any good. Maybe build some ships with it.
By the numbers.
I'd love to be able to build like a proper Lancer fleet with plasma weapons that could really just start decimating the solar system. Could really go on the offensive with that. I mean, I should probably build some ships for Alpha 98. In fact, let's do that now, and I think after we do that, we'll end the episode. So if we go ship constructor, ship designer, let's build some larger cruisers as our kind of landing ships and stuff. Let's do the Polywell drive. I want to do the same drive and the same engine as my combat ships so that I can transfer fuel between them. The battery, radiator. Let's do marines. Yep. Let's do a... Let's not even bother with a nose weapon, and let's just do little hull weapons. And we've built one of these before. Nothing special. Just make sure that its milliges is not slower than the rest of your ships and you're fine. So this is troop carrier. Save, ship classes. Yep, so it's faster. Has the fuel, that's fine for a troop carrier. Now we could have given it more fuel. But as water is still kind of a resource, I don't really want to be doing that. Because it just makes them very expensive. And now let's build a kind of utility ship. Normally I'd actually give this a salvage bay. Maybe we should wait to get the salvage bay. Yeah, salvage bay is really cheap. Let's rush salvage bay really quickly. We build the last ship. So let's go ship construction. Let's build some of these troop carriers. Four, five, six. Yep, and then we'll build the... We'll get the salvage bay and then we'll build the other type. Sydney. Advise America. Leah.
Ready for my mission.
Get back to advising China.
Offering counsel.
Ready for orders.
We have found a servant, and it's Sophia, our first one. Amazing.
Target.
Standing by.
Super, super good.
Ready for orders.
Honestly, let's just do triple investigate on her.
Initiating surveillance.
Ready for my mission.
Standing by. Initiating surveillance.
Yep.
Ready for my mission. Your orders?
Daframal, let's keep
Reporting in.
fighting Xenofauna.
Boarding in.
And Yancheng, keep up doing public
What's
campaigning.
Taking it to them.
I'm here.
I'm just worried about his safety. It's fine. Okay, let's do that. Wait till we have salvage bay. And then we can build our next generation of little support ships.
Lending my expertise.
And then we should, once that's all built, we can then send Alpha 98 off to
Person of
Jupiter.
interest surveilled.
We've got some intel on our target.
I will report when my mission is complete.
Okay, so we know all about Sophia.
Surveillance complete.
She's also a really, really good persuasion counselor. She's extremist, but she only has 13 loyalty, so she's quite good to get as a spy. We've done a lot of public campaigning in Europe now. I just want to get the salvage bay to start building my next ships before I forget in the beginning of the next episode. At this point.
Target destroyed.
Okay, one more tick. There we go. Salvage bay. Oh, it's 1k tons. That's quite a lot. Get back to doing what we were doing earlier. Split up the research again. Yep, do like that. And then let's go ship construction. Go ship designer. The same cruiser we were building before. So we now have this salvage bay. Up to 10%. So if we build... Oh, we can only build one a ship. Only allowed on larger hulls. That's interesting. Could we theoretically build it on like a frigate then? No, so it'd have to be a cruiser. Okay. Fair enough. Let's get a fusion platform kit. 2 of those. 2 fusion outposts. And the mobile space science lab, just in case. The point defense, radiator, battery, same engine as always, same armor as always. And for this one, we'll make it a bit more of a fuel tanker. There we go. You are a outer system colony ship. Save. So now we can go to fleets and ship construction, then we have the Artismia. 2, 3. And part of me would love to get a 5 actually. I'm going to do 5 for 5 salvage bays. Because I'm quite excited to have the salvage bays. Because I think one of the big purposes of hunting alien ships is to get the exotics anyway. So even though it's quite overkill, let's get 5. Oh no, I just built okay. I just built more troop carriers. You know what? We want more troop carriers anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So now we should have a whole host of support ships for our fleet, which should be enough to basically, hopefully, take the entirety of Jupiter. Once all that is built with Alpha 98. We will see. Because I don't think the Ceres attack fleet is going to make it. I'm going to be honest. But that will all be for next episode. We'll really make our second attempt for Jupiter. And I'll see you then.